Good morning. It's the AM podcast. Today I am joined with Maddox,
Hey,
and today we'll be talking about just school in general and why we've been gone. Just basic wrap up of the school year, and
the start of a new generation.
yeah, we have a few things planned out. We'll talk about uh, where we went, school highlights, school awkward things, plans for the future, scheduling, and a small shout out at the very end.
Shout
So yeah,
out.
yeah. So yeah. Um, First of all, the reason why we've had so much trouble keeping up with the podcast is one, both of our parents they make our plans, so we can't choose when we can be home. And all my recording stuff is at my dad's, but my mom takes me for most of the day, so it's really hard to keep my PC running, and it's hard to keep bringing my stuff back and forth. Otherwise, I'd be setting up for hours. So yeah, what you medics?
It's the same for me. Like it's an unpredictable schedule, especially around the weekends when that's when most people try to pick me up, drop me off. It's just been
Yeah,
hard. It's just a hard thing to do.
yeah. And during the week also, I had track for the majority of second semesters, and I wouldn't get home until like 7 or 8 every single day, and I'd have meets every Saturday and every Wednesday that lasted really long. So even if we did plan on filming during the week, I wouldn't be able to because I'd be gone so long. By the time we get home, it'd be time for bed. So and I had homework too, so it's not like I could just neglect homework.
Not me.
And
Not me.
what do you mean, not you? You're not getting any homework or nothing?
No, I don't do anything after school. I'm a lazy piece of garbage.
Oh, but you still had homework, right?
Huh? Oh yeah, yeah. Around second semester though, the homework load started to lighten, and then I was
Uh
just
huh.
a lazy piece of garbage.
Yeah. Second semester homework load was not as bad as first, but it was still very time consuming and could take up way too much time. Sometimes I'd be up until like 11, 12,
But you had more
just doing straight
opportunities to
homework.
do it at school in second semester.
That is true. I would stay for a tutorial and then I would try to get as much of it done, but sometimes when I would get somewhere in a piece of my homework, I wouldn't get home in time to email a teacher, so I had to just figure it out by myself.
Big
But
oof.
that was very rare. So
Yeah.
and then another thing is just, I guess, the basic just worry of school. It just kind of kept me away from signing in on my computer and stuff like that. I was just more worried about getting things done than hopping on my computer. But I guess it's not an excuse. But it's just kind of how it was.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
other than that, the year was pretty nice. What about you?
It was a new thing, but it was also an old thing. Everybody's there, but it's like a new map.
Yeah. What about some of your highlights?
Okay, my highlights this year. I finally got into the best card game there ever was.
Which is?
Solitaire.
Ooh, all right.
No, no, no. Yu-Gi-Oh. I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh at lunch, and I have to say, I always thought it was kind of like a lame game. Like, what the
Yeah.
heck? Wow.
Yeah, wow, you flip over cards, say
Well, you
a
flip it.
paragraph about it.
What, sideways, frontways, the
Wow.
diagonal?
Yeah,
What? There's
that ends up
traps
being pretty
too. I
fun.
love traps. Anyway, yeah, I started playing that. Just a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh until there wasn't anymore, and then it came back.
Yeah. There was like a small break. No one played Yu-Gi-Oh for a while.
And then it just like came back at the end of the year. It was
Yeah.
good.
I just learned how to play Yu-Gi-Oh this year too, second semester.
It,
It,
it
what? It's
it's
not
a
that hard, but
it's a dang fun game though.
yeah, it's very fun.
It's
Unless you
simple
get
too.
caught by Alex,
Oh
then
yeah,
that's
unless you get clapped, then there's no hope.
yeah. If someone pulls out a pendulum deck, you might as well just leave. You can't do anything when someone pulls out a pendulum deck and just starts triple summoning in like the first round in the
Yo,
first phase.
I
It's
think
like what?
I think I have one of those. I should use it.
Just start using those. Those are OP.
Anyway, next on my highlights of the year, there was this year I finally got 10,000 views on my website, which is a big accomplishment for me.
Hey, that's really good. Hey, round of applause, man. Round of applause. That's fire. How long has this been like collecting? Was it just an instant thing, or have you been slowly gathering more and more views?
I've been slowly gathering more and more. It wasn't an instantaneous thing.
What's on? Can you tell me like what's on the website?
So basically, it's like a compilation of a bunch of garbage that we have. Like
Ah,
I put my random things. I just put whatever I have. Like
Yeah.
I type out some articles sometime. I try to be interesting, but it doesn't work all the time. I put old images. A lot of people don't like it. Bad music, just a bunch of terrible stuff.
Yeah. And like, how long have you had this?
It's I think it's been around like September of 2018, so less
Oh
than a
wow.
year.
Hold
It's
on, I'm typing something.
it's okay. You can visit it. MAD VILLE .neo cities .org. You know,
I
just look at
mean,
it. It's not good.
I guess. All right, I will. If you send me the link, I'll make sure, and I'll post it in the AM podcast chat too.
I'll link to it.
Um,
I'll link to it. Yeah.
that was our shout out at the end, so I guess you guys got it early.
No, that's not the shout out. That's a different shout out.
All right. Okay.
And last thing for me, just last one.
Go ahead.
Now I actually own a cell phone, which is
Hey.
kind of a big deal, but not really.
I mean, it is because now you get to actually text people and have a little bit of a better time when you got nothing to do. You could
I
send a
would
message,
I
watch
would
a
say
video.
yes, but no,
Nope. Why?
nobody texts me.
I mean, I don't have your number.
Yes, you do.
So, I do.
Yeah, yeah, you do.
When? We haven't texted in so long. I don't remember.
Yeah, you haven't texted since I gave you my phone number.
Oof. I'm sorry.
No. See, this is what I was talking about. It's not that big. It's not that big
Well,
of a deal.
you just gotta send me a message.
All right.
I don't text very often, so you
Yeah,
have
I mean,
to initiate combo.
it's fine.
What about some like awkward encounters during the year?
I'm still fat.
Oh yeah. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Don't worry, dude. I feel you. I need to get out and exercise a little bit too.
Yeah.
It's a hard. Eighth grade really took a toll on my athleticism. So
Yeah, really?
yeah, I was since I was homeschooled, I had to stay home and I didn't really get to do any exercise. So
Oh yeah.
I just kind of sat there and became a living potato sack, which was pretty interesting.
Yo, we swapped. And that's all. That's all. That's all the awkward stuff for me. Just being fat.
Hmm.
Everything else good.
About finals.
For finals, I did not study a lot. I did like a little bit. I studied in class. I studied in class when it was like study time. I looked at my notes and stuff. I didn't study enough for math. What I
What-
did do instead of studying is play
What,
dead.
uh,
What?
What kind of studying habits work for you best?
For me, it's being completely focused and just studying. Like there's no like method. It's you have to like put me in a padded cell and then I'll study perfectly fine.
Hmm.
If there's one distraction, I'm like, well,
Your entire brain just goes into overdrive.
you know, I'll just be like, I'll just study later. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, it's got to be peaceful and quiet.
And see, that's how I failed my math final.
Oof.
So instead of studying, I played Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball, which is a very wholesome, good game.
I'm glad you spent your time wisely.
Yeah.
For me, studying doesn't really come easy. I have a really hard time retaining information, so I have to study the day before if I want to know anything.
Yeah, I
And
understand.
since I don't really like studying, I kind of just wing it. And I got an 87 on pretty much every single one of my finals except for math. But
What'd you get for math?
I got a 76, which I'm not too proud of.
It's
but-
not that bad. I don't remember what I got on my math, but I know I missed like 60 points on that.
Oh my, that's not good.
I have a B in the class. I'm fine.
What?
See, this is why you gotta do your homework every night.
I don't. Yeah, that's true. I did half the assignments during the year.
See, that's where I try to make everything up. I'm terrible at studying and learning, but I do every assignment and doing every assignment in class. That's good enough to get you a B.
That's the exact opposite. I don't spend any time studying and I don't do my homework. But homework's easy. I just don't like doing it because, like I just said, I learn best when I'm doing something. So I have to be learning while doing my homework. So I do my homework
In
while
class.
the teacher's talking.
Yeah.
because it just works a lot better. And I when I hear someone and they show me what I'm doing, being able to reciprocate what was just taught to me is way easier than trying to go home and remember what she said.
Yeah,
So,
I
but then
understand.
studying, I'm just it's a lost cause when it comes to math and stuff. So,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I'm, did you have any sort of preparation like that before, or was it just
For finals or homework or what?
for finals? Like, did you
I was in
like
this. I was
study
in.
packets or anything or
Uh,
anything?
Different classes had different things. Whatever it was, it helped me out. I mean, being in the class all year, I remember some stuff, but I forget a lot. So at
Yeah.
the end, you do like a refresher course, and they just like teach you the same stuff over again, but it's an abridged version, and that's all you really need to know. You don't need to know a lot of stuff that you learn. Well, you do, but
Would you say that your finals looked like what was said to be on the test, or were they drastically different?
they were about the same. They didn't differ that much, not at all.
Yeah, most of my finals were like that, except for my English one.
Yeah, yeah.
My English final made no sense. I don't even know how I got the grade I did on there though.
Okay.
I mean, my year was pretty. It's interesting. There's a good change. Uh, I learned to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Talked
Yeah,
about it a few seconds ago,
yeah, yeah.
which was actually pretty fun. I didn't really play it as much as I wanted to, just because I felt a little bit intimidated by everyone being way better than me. So, but other than that, it was pretty fun. Me and Jacob played probably the most. I actually really enjoyed playing Jacob because he was kind of the one who taught me how to play. So it was just kind of me sparring him because it felt like it. And he let me borrow his deck and stuff, which was pretty nice. And then second semester, I joined track. I went through the whole preseason, got myself semi ready. I took preseason pretty lightly, which I regret. But when I got into track, things were different. I guess it was a total change of pace than rather just going home at 3 and doing nothing until like 8, and then eventually starting my homework. But because for one, I didn't have the time I usually had, and I wasn't used to that. So it was hard at first. I turned in like half the amount of homework that I normally would, and I was late on a lot of stuff. But then I started getting used to it. I went to tutorial a bit more.
You just got into the groove. You just transitioned into it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then while I was there, the workouts that we did were pretty nice. I didn't really lose any weight actually. I just transferred a lot of my body weight into
Muscle.
muscle and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which is nice. I mean, I'd prefer it if I lost weight, but oh well. And my coach is pretty dank. We actually had to switch coaches at the my first coach. He had a family emergency and had to leave the state or something like that, but he never came back. So we had a sub coach, and he ended up becoming probably one of my favorite people on the planet.
I
So,
see.
uh, Coach Denellen, if you're listening somehow, then just know that you're probably like my favorite coach ever. Probably one of my favorite mentors. And yeah, I mean, I started off the year pretty bad though. I made a fool of myself for like the 70, no, more like 85% of the season. I just did not look good. All my numbers were so bad, and they just kept getting worse and worse. But eventually, we were just at practice one day, and it just kind of clicked. Okay, began
Yeah.
to like actually understand what I was doing. So my distances and my throwing started raising. If you guys don't know, I did throwing. I'm not a runner, and I went from throwing pretty low scores, like a low 20-foot throw in shot, and the average is usually like a 30
Yeah.
for good people. So I was really, really underperforming. And for discus, I was throwing like 50 feet, when the average is like an 80 feet throw. So I was really, really underperforming in that one. But towards the end, I got more comfortable with it, and I ended up beating a lot of people who I looked up to. Like I looked up to one guy from the Army Navy Academy. His
Yeah.
name's Matthew. He was a huge guy. He could throw further than me just off like pure strength. So I felt like I had no chance against him, but I ended up getting better scores than him in
Nice.
both shot and disc. And then there was a group of freshmen from Guajome who I kept making myself a fool in front of them, and they had very low expectations of me, and I ended up beating all of them.
Okay.
They, my highest throw for the season was an 81 in discus, an
Yeah.
82, and my highest throw in, or my furthest throw in shot was a 27, almost 28, which I can work a lot more. There's a lot of people who are much better than me, but I'm happy with my progress, and I have a lot to learn. And then I feel like next year will be much better, and I'll probably do much better. But as of now, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm glad I got to see myself excel, but at the same time, I feel like I could do much better.
For the
I'm
future,
hoping I can work on. Yeah, I feel like I can work on that much more.
huh? Okay.
And another big highlight was during the track season. On the very last meet, last one of the season was like where I finally started getting better. I was put into so in each of the throwing in discus and shot, there's three flights. It's the first flight, which are the people who haven't performed very well, but and they get placed with some of the lower throwers. And
Yeah.
then there's the second flight, which are the pretty average throwers who can throw pretty well. And then there's the third flight, who can throw exceptionally well. And I was always put in the first and second. I was always like intervaling. I was really low in the second, but really high in the first. But that's not good. And then I was put in the third for after breaking one of my scores by a huge amount. And there was a senior. I forgot his name, but he was from He was from, I think it was Tri City.
Yeah.
That? Oh no, he was from what's that school? It doesn't matter. He called me Scrappy Doo, and he said that I reminded him of Scrappy Doo because I was the smallest person in the third flight.
Ah.
So all these seniors and juniors were in the same thing as me, and I was the only freshman, and I was like at least 4 inches shorter than everyone there. So
Yeah.
I felt like a tiny person, and I got really really close to his scores, and I beat out half the roster in the third flight, which was exciting because they're all older than me and taller and much stronger.
Nice.
So, and just being recognized by by upperclassmen is really nice. And I'm hoping that when I'm an upperclassman, I can recognize young uh, lower classmen
Underclassmen. Yeah.
who are performing well, and hopefully I'll be an example for someone like that someday, like they were to me. Because I was seeing them throw, and they could beat me so easily, but I I I just trained hard enough that I could get up there. So
Yeah.
yeah. And then I guess another small highlight is just the fact that I got to see all my friends again, because I didn't get to be in a school setting and see you guys for a really long time.
Yeah.
So being able to spend a freshman year seeing all the friends that I couldn't hang out with during eighth grade because I was homeschooled was just such a nice break. And it was just so it was every day felt better than literally one day was so much better than an entire year worth of things. So I I feel really lucky and blessed to have you guys as my friends, each and every one of you.
Yeah.
You everyone that we sit at Everyone we sit with at lunch is so dear, even if they annoy me sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes there's little things, but I can surpass those. They don't bother me enough that make me not want to hang out. So
Well, it's just directed at me.
no, it's not directed at you. It's
It's a
directed at me.
joke. It's a joke.
I'm gonna come over there and fight you.
You want to fight me?
Yeah,
You want to take me on Street Fighter 2?
dude, we're gonna like
Another.
chest bump. We're just gonna go flying to the next country over.
Nah. You haven't seen this gut. You don't know what you're up against.
All right, you're right. You're right. I have final boss. And then I guess one little downside of the year is I kept tripping, kept falling on everything, and I just got caught every single time. It was so bad. Like I would just trip, and everyone would just happen to be looking directly at me, and it was so bad.
Wait, did you do the master trip before though?
The
The one I
master trip?
did.
Which one?
I tripped.
I'm unfamiliar.
I tripped when I was going down to get my award at the award ceremony.
Oh, that sucks.
It was everybody was there. Instantly ruined
I do not remember a single thing from the award ceremony.
because they were so boring. Especially the last day school one. Oh my god.
Oh, that one was terrible. It was so hot in that room.
It was really
My
hot.
goodness. I was sweating.
Everybody
Like-
was so moist.
I know. That's a terrible word to use.
But
it
it's
was so
true.
It was so bad. That was so bad. And it doesn't help that like none of the 3 freshmen got recognized. So all of us freshmen just had to sit there doing nothing. We just had to watch like 2 people get awards. Here
I
and
don't. I
there.
was kind of glad that I didn't get an award, so I wouldn't have to go up there.
Yeah, and I was sitting in the middle too, so I would have been like stomping on people's head. And
Yeah,
stuff.
that's another problem.
Yeah, but I mean, once it was over, it was really relieving being able to just go home.
Okay.
Like, I don't know about you, but once that was over, I was leaping for joy. That was beautiful. But,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, finals are pretty easy for me. They went by fast, and I got to sleep, which was pretty nice. But
That never.
this year has been really well, or it has gone really well. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What future plans?
For the plans for the future, the future plans for the future, the ones for the future, the plans.
Yeah, tell me yours, and then we'll go on to the joint ones.
Okay, so 3 big ones: becoming less of the fat, getting more of the sleep, and going out of the side.
All right.
Which are
And what do
3
you plan
things
on-
I
what do
don't
you plan
do.
on doing for those?
For those,
Yeah.
to become less of the fat, I go outside. To get more sleep, I'll become less of the fat, and to go outside, I'll get more sleep.
So it's a cycle.
Kind of.
Without one, there would be no other.
That's why I can't do any of them because I have to start doing one of them, and then all the rest will follow.
Do you have a bike?
I wish, man.
Why don't you ask for a bike? And then I'm getting mine fixed. We could go riding. I could ride to your house and we could.
That'd be
ride down.
fun. I really wish I could ride a bike around town. But
Is there something holding you back, or besides the lack of a bike?
it's just a bunch of big hills around where I live.
Oh.
That just kills it for me.
Do you live in Escondido?
Yeah.
I mean, since there is hills, that means become less of a fat.
Yeah,
Because you'll get
you're
more
right. You're
exercise.
right.
And then from getting tired, you'll sleep more, and then it'll encourage you to go back outside. So
Bada bing, bada bam.
exactly. So yeah, just try it. I would love to go riding. Me and Cruz have made plans to go riding, and I set a goal that I would ride to Jacob's house because he lives in Valley Center.
That's okay. As much as I want to encourage you, I don't know if that's possible.
Everyone says it's not possible, but I've seen people ride up there, so I know it's possible.
That's the next podcast. If we're gonna record as you're on the bike,
Yeah, I want to be sweating and breathing really
you're
hard.
gonna be like,
Good morning. This is AM podcast.
"Welcome to the AM podcast." Oh
I'm out
God.
of breath.
You just like
Yeah,
hear a
but-
car driving by.
Yeah, you just hear really loud cars and trucks and horns honking, and me almost falling off the side of the mountain.
That'd be really great if it wasn't so terrible.
Yeah, it's a hard ride, but I might. Okay, let me put it in more realistic. I might not be able to do it this summer, but I will do it. I'm not gonna let myself fall short of that for sure.
Okay.
I don't even care if I'm gonna be riding for 6 years. I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna make sure that one of these days I'm just gonna knock on his door and be like, I made it.
Just out of the blue, you're gonna be like, "Guess who it is?"
Yeah, those are the exact words I'm gonna say. I made it. And they can't stop me. They literally can't stop me.
It's like having breakfast. You're walking like, "Hey, what are you guys eating?"
Hey, can I get some? Yeah, and I'll bring a bag because I'm staying over there. They can't stop me.
Are they gonna say no? Go away.
Yeah, what am I gonna do?
Go
I'm
home.
like, go home. It's like, no.
What are you gonna make me? They're probably. Yeah, That's the perfect plan. Except no, it's not. It's a terrible plan.
I'll make it up there. If I don't get hit by a car, then I'll be tired, but it's okay.
Psst, don't say that.
Hey, man.
We're gonna get demonetized.
It's fine, it's fine. They don't care about it. Never mind.
Okay, that's all for me.
What about, you got any projects? Anything with that?
Projects? Nah, the projects is gonna be just a little thing. We'll talk about it at the end of the podcast.
Alright. That sounds good. Me, I don't have that many goals. I have like 30. But, I wanna upgrade or update my style.
What's
I feel
wrong?
like I'm
What's wrong with your style? Jinx
30.
sweatshirts are awesome. Okay.
They're nice and all, but I just wanna look nicer. I just wanna be able to present myself more
You
confidently.
wanna dress like me?
With your sexy button ups, I can't resist it.
That's how you get all.
I would
That's
I
you get
would
all
like
the
to wear a
anime
button-up,
cooch.
though. Honestly, dude. But that's big facts. Big facts.
That's rule number 35 right there.
Exactly. But I don't know. I'm just kind of getting bored, and I'd like to be able to wear. I want to wear like what's the word, like button ups.
Yeah.
Better. I want to wear button ups without like an undershirt. So
Whoa, that's a bold move, and I don't do that.
I mean, that's exactly why I want to do it. I want to. That leads into my second goal. Is I also want to get less of the fat, so then I can wear button ups without undershirts. And I want to like, I don't know. I just want to look more professional, and I just want to be more comfortable. Because right now I just throw a jacket on with some pants and think I'm stylish. So
Yeah, I grow up my hair, and I think I'm stylish, so we're in the same boat.
yeah, I don't know. I just feel lazy. That's all.
Don't we all?
And there's some of us out there who are very functional.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But that's not me. That also leads into my third goal. I'd like to just change for the better. Like I want to. My biggest thing is I want to be less lazy. That's like my biggest problem. And I want to be like more focused on my schoolwork, get more homework done, get better grades. Because I screwed myself over this year pretty bad. And
Yeah.
I would also like to be less awkward. I don't want to make more friends and stuff. So
It'll be
I'm
easier
not
next
very
year.
social.
It'll be easier next year.
Yeah,
Just-
and also just I simply want to be kinder to others. I feel I lack in the being nice department.
I don't think so.
I mean,
I mean, if you're
that's-
keeping to yourself being rude, I don't think that's true.
I mean, keeping yourself is one thing, but being standoffish and very
You're not like
rude,
excluding anybody.
I suppose, but it's not that why don't I explain it? I feel like I'm just can be very coarse sometimes. I want to be more
Approachable.
approachable because I don't know.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
I want to be able to be have people. I want people to be comfortable around me instead of being very on edge.
You don't want to be like a crusty guy all the time.
Exactly.
Like-
I want to be nice.
You want to live like we're not in a Discord call all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can totally sync with that. That's totally a thing.
Yeah, I feel like everyone could upgrade in the kind. We're really lacking kind people nowadays.
We're actually 14 and 15 though. You do realize that.
Yeah, everyone's only in it for the clout. They don't care about you.
What? No.
Hey, what? It's true though.
All right.
Everyone our age only focuses on themselves.
Okay, you're gonna start making me sad. Next, come on.
I mean, that's about it. I mean, all we got to go over next is just scheduling and stuff like that.
All right.
All right.
So, well, how's this gonna work?
Well, one, we got to clear up our Fridays and Saturdays.
I don't know how we're gonna do that though.
We'll just have to shove something in. Just okay. That's what she said.
Oh, is this what you talk about? Be kinder, be more approachable.
I'm sorry.
You just like 2 minutes ago, you're like, I want to be more approachable. I want to be more kind. It's like, then you're all like, come on.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. But yeah, we'll just have to I don't know, make sure weekends are clear. That's really hard.
Yeah, it's surprisingly hard.
Like you would think like, oh, just clear your weekends, just stop making plans. But it's like
I don't make my plans.
I don't run my schedule, so it's not like I can change them. So we'll have to work that out. But other than that, there's really nothing. We'll just have to work for it. Make
Yeah.
because my mom's always trying to do stuff, and I can never stop her, or otherwise I get in trouble.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We have the same
yeah,
problems.
and even most of the time, my weekends are taken up because I have chores, and I can't just be
You can't just be
on the
like,
computer all
nope,
day. So
podcast.
yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to work that out, but maybe in the future we could both work something out.
Yeah.
Maybe if we start rolling in bucks, they'll see. We'll start making bank off this podcast.
What are you gonna? You gonna monetize the pod?
I mean, I don't see why not.
I don't see how.
I don't know. It'll take a while, but we'll get there.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. What about I mean, this is pretty much it. I mean, might as well start wrapping up here.
What about the final little?
A little shout out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was talking about my cool website that's terrible earlier, but
It's not terrible.
it's pretty bad. But
It's not. It's good.
you know what we have now? The AM podcast website.
Yeah.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You can go to the
Yeah.
ampodcast.neocities.org and you can watch all the episodes. All right there. I'm gonna update it. I'm gonna add the next one. I'm gonna
That's
add an
right.
about section. I'm gonna write actual things about us, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
So
And, we'll make sure to update it either the day of or the day after one of the episodes.
yeah, right after the episode's uploaded, I'll change it, and I'm gonna add an about section.
Should we see an update this week, or
Yeah,
will it take a...
It's gonna be fast. Like as soon as the episode comes out, there's gonna be a thing right there with the episode. And I
Alright,
need to
sounds
work on the
fine.
about section. I need like a picture of you and a picture of May.
I'll
And,
send one in.
and like you can like write a description there too if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, sounds good.
Is that all we have? Is that it?
I think so.
This has only been half an hour.
That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like we're introducing any more content. It's just kind of a wrap up. So
It's just okay. In sum, we're gonna try to be better about this. We know we're not the most dependable on making this podcast, but it's gonna get better. It's going to.
we'll do our best.
We'll do our best. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
No promises. But
No
we'll do our
promises.
best.
No promises. And what
So,
else?
yeah, watch out for the next. Watch out for the next episode.
Watch out for me.
That's about it. Yeah, watch out. Make sure to keep up with any announcements. We'll make sure to update the website, everything.
The link for the website will be in the description of this video. You can click on that right down below. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more podcasts coming out every Saturday or someday, maybe. You know,
Hopefully,
yeah,
we'll also throw the link for the
for my website.
lobby for the AM podcast server.
Oh, you're gonna invite people in the server?
I don't see why not. It'd be fun to have new people on the hall.
All right. Yeah, it's not actually a bad idea. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. See ya.
See ya.